They don't have to be clean. See, it's not even working. Thank you. There we go. This way everybody can hear. Hi. So what other things have you like done with him on the ground that is fun or for a purpose for yourself? Lately, I've just been working on the standing and getting him to just listen to me. A lot of times we're doing groundwork, like I lunge him to let him stretch out and have some fun. Sometimes I'll do that, like the door, all the doors closed, and I'll do like a little bit of like stuff without even lines, and he'll follow me and we just have fun chasing each other. But I don't really have worked on much groundwork with him other than, stand, go backwards, do like little hip things so he knows when to stop and when to go, and that kind of stuff. So if you asked him to yield his front end by physical pressure and get him to cross his front left foot over the front right foot. Okay. Yep. So what we're going to actually do is we're going to help guide him. Okay. So I don't need this. I bought myself a rope just for this. You guys are going to tell me if that crackles, right? Okay. Okay. So we're going to guide him by his cheek and his shoulder. Okay. And the idea is going to be, we want him, which you're going to find because he's kind of more of a dull, he has life, but he kind of has, I'd prefer to stand still and do nothing kind of personality. Oh, yeah. So what you want to do is you want to actually master lightness. To where you don't want it to be based on I'm coming in and you're going to move, because you don't want him to assume. Horses should never assume what you're going to ask for. They should always wait for instructions. So we're going to touch him on his cheek, and we're going to touch like just the fur. We're going to touch him on his shoulder, and we're going to touch just the fur. And then as we ask, we're going to then touch into the skin. And then if we have to, we'll touch into the muscle. Now I'm just going to get in his space because, good. He'll learn that it's only one step and he won't need to walk off, but we're not going to punish him for walking off because he doesn't know that's what we're asking for. We're looking for a solid crossover where he actually crosses over. The only way I'll allow a straddle step is if it's like really wide. And this is because when I do want them to do something specific, I can control how much I tell their front end to do because I've mastered what I expect, and then I can lessen it or make it greater. Ask him to take a step across, and again, you're just going to put your hand on his cheek, and you're going to do it first just touching the fur if he doesn't move. If his head goes around, he's already offering something, so you don't let him come back. Now follow that. Don't let him come back, and then just stay, now touch into the skin. Don't push. It has nothing to do with your body at all. You're just going to be kind of there and be a block. Now, wait. Ask him to still, you just now go ahead and kind of move a little bit into his space of his cheek. Yep. And then just wait. You don't change anything else. Now go ahead and change the pressure slightly with your hands, not your body. So you're going to turn your fingers kind of in, and nope. So he evaded, but he evaded not by being bad. He evaded by looking for the answer. He didn't know the answer. So we're just going to help him understand the answer. And the best way to help him understand the answer is to not stop asking till you've gotten the right answer. Good. And scratch. Good. Okay, so we'll do another one. Yep. Now don't let him come back. Okay, so we do, actually I forgot, we have to work on the stop first, so we tell him, but don't go forward. Okay, so we'll bring him over here and we're going to teach him. I'm just trying to stay sort of in the camera zone. I know I have from there to maybe there, so we have all of that, but I don't know how much we have close up. Right here is good. Okay, so we're going to ask him to back up. Have you ever asked him to back up with rhythmic pressure? I've been trying to teach him that, yes. Okay. Sometimes he does it, sometimes he does not. Okay. So drop everything on the ground except for the popper. Yep. And with exactly how you have it, you're going to whip your finger at him and suggest he backed up. He doesn't. The look on your face has to be like the boss mare. Kind of back. If he doesn't get back, you're going to wiggle it in front of you to where it wiggles on the ground. And you're going to wiggle it in front of him. And you're going to make the snap move. And now you're going to go full arm until he takes a step back. As soon as he takes that step, stop. Good. Good. Instant lick and chew.
That's what I've been working on.
Okay. So again, we're going to start with the best case. We always want to give them the best deal because you want your horse to be way over there and realize he's going to get himself into trouble and go like this and he backs up. So first you're going to wiggle your finger at him. Then you're going to wiggle your wrist and cause it to wiggle on the ground. Then wiggle on the ground in front of him. So you're going to kind of do it in like counts of 3. Wiggle the snap. Now go full arm. Yep, and just wait him out. And stop. Good. So now we're going to actually go up and scratch him. So I'm not a patter. I don't like patting on horses. They don't like it either. You see somebody going off of a jump course and they're coming out of the arena and they're straight arm smacking their horse like, good job. The horse is thinking, what did I do? You know, they're thinking of that as punishment. They don't think of that as reward. So I always scratch. So I'll probably yell at everybody as you guys do it. Okay, go ahead and ask him to back up again. So, ooh, good. Now, go ahead and ask him. Yep. So when that's nice. He gave you his attention. He asked you a question. Good. Yep. On the ground in front of him. Snap. Full arm. Good, stop. Good. Do it right away again. Yep, looking and chew. See, he asked you a question. When the horse puts both their ears at you, they're asking you a question. It's okay, he's got to fly. We always allow that, but we're going to just keep asking. Good. 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 Full arm. And stop. Good. Go right back at it. Yep. Yep. On the ground. Yep. Snap. Especially if he lost his attention completely. Go. Yep. Stop. Do one up. Now you're going to put that foot back. So you're going to go right back to, nope. So you're going to go right back to loud. So I'm just going to borrow him for half a second.
Okay.
So you're going to first be, so this is a very, I want you to get out of my room kind of thing. Like if you have a brother or sister and you didn't want them in your room, get out of my room. Okay, so it's that kind of look. Get out of my room. I wasn't inviting. There you go. Yeah. So I'm going to take a step at him to kind of like say, hey, by the way, I was serious. Good. Good. Good boy. So one of the things that I look for when I work with a horse is if I can put my hand on their forehead and they drop their head to the ground, that's kind of a connection that we are, that is confirmation that the connection is being made. So I'm going to have you do it again. When he backs up, if he goes to go back towards you, you're going to quickly say, go right up to a higher phase, and say, no, but I didn't say you can move yet. Because once you put him in that position, he's supposed to stay where you put him. So go ahead and ask him that next step back. Good. Stop him. Good. Good. Now, ask him nicely. Yep. Yep. It's all right. Just let him do that, but keep asking. If he's busy with a fly and a boss horse comes at him, he's not going to stop paying attention. Yep. Good. So we're going to offer him one more deal to make it a little bit sharper.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to add a little something just to make it a little sharper so he can say, oh, okay, I get it. So I'm going to first tell him, Yes. Go ahead, you can get it. You can get it. So watch, he doesn't need me to get his attention now. So sometimes when they're really dull, yeah, you need, it's like, if he's out in the paddock and the boss mare says, get out of my way, and he says, but I'm really kind of busy just looking around, she's not going to say, oh, never mind. She's going to say, I said, right? And then next time she says, I want you to move, he's going to go, okay, no problem. You only have to kick them once before they decide that is it crackling?
No.
Okay, so go ahead and ask him now. You may end up having to be the boss once also, but let's see. Good, stop. Good. So now you could have gone one phase less.
Yes.
Okay.
I realized that, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He was.
Yep. Keep going. Don't quit on him just because he lost his attention, because he'll learn. Yep. Don't quit. Yep. Good. Now go up and scratch him, because we want to make sure that we don't lose the relationship by having to tell him what to do. So the other thing we're going to do is we're going to ask him to come to us. And that's hand over hand on the rope. Your hands will actually be open. And then if he doesn't come, you're going to give him like kind of a smile, invite him to you. Yep. When he comes close enough, stand up and give a little wiggle so he knows that's far enough. Good. Ask him to take a step back and go to the end of the line. You're going to have him follow. You stay there. You ask him to back away from you. Yep. Keep going. You're going to have him back all the way away. Yep. Good. Stop. Good. Don't let him leave. Let him stay right there for a second. Good. Now, smile friendly. Invite him back to you. Stand up when you think he's far enough. Good. Go scratch him. Yes. Okay, so that's important for when we're going to do other things, because we're going to want to be able to communicate to him not to go forward. So that's kind of if I ever say go forward, that's when you're going to wiggle, okay? So now I'm going to ask him from this side to do the crossovers that way. And now if he doesn't quite understand and goes to walk away, you're going to say, but don't go forward. Yep, stay with him. Yep. If he comes against you, you just stay strong so he doesn't get to push you. Stay with him. Yep, don't let his head come back now. Stay with him, yep. Even when he puts his head down, you stay with his head. Good, stop, scratch. Now, you stopped yourself, but you were quick to grab him and say, don't leave. Yeah. We don't want to do that. So we're going to, anybody that puts their hands this close to his face, your guys' horses, I'm going to say something to you. Micromanaging is not fair to them when you can have a language that gives them the complete understanding of what you want. So anytime you go to grab, I'm going to call you on it.
Go for it.
Okay. Okay, so we're going to see, when you walk with him, do you walk with him like with him following you, or are you up at his shoulder?
I like to try and be at his shoulder.
Okay. So how do you ask him when you ask him to go with you?
I used to call.
Okay.
So we start doing a little crossover thing. And I tried to just go like this and have him say, come on, this. And then when he starts walking, when he starts moving, then I'll start moving.
Okay. So when you're in a relationship as the lead horse, when you move, you just move.
Okay.
So I'm going to have things you guys are going to learn on that. He should always move when you move. So you're always going to be able to, when you go to walk off, he should always walk off. If you run off, he should run off. But out of politeness, if you were to cross sides, you're walking forward. He should follow you. So we have to tell him, but I don't want you to come with me this time. So anytime you cross the front of your horse, you're going to put your hand on his nose to just let him know that he's not to follow you. Yep. Good. So now what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you ask him to walk off by giving him a sense of direction. So you're going to point ahead versus caught yourself. You're going to point ahead as if to say, we're going to do something. So this helps give him the information, because if you just go walking off, he may be like, but I didn't know we were supposed to. So I give him the warning. So you're going to point ahead, and then you're going to start walking your body. If he doesn't start walking with you, you're going to take the end of the line and flip it back to where it'll hit him in the rump to get him to catch up with you. So don't wait on him. Go with purpose. Because otherwise he's going to be suspicious of any time that you start getting slower in your body, he's going to want to know. So now your hoe, he should stay here. So your hoe could have involved a wiggle. Hoe. Good. And bring him back that step. So he's got to learn, it can't have any gray. Because if they have gray, then they kind of think that there's a discussion table. And there's no discussion table. If I stop, your feet need to stop. If I go, your feet need to go. Okay. So go ahead and ask him to walk forward. So you're first going to warn him. No, you don't get his attention. Just, yep. As the boss, you're supposed to be what he cares about. So get him to catch up. Put your hand forward and whatever your go cue is, get him to catch up. Till he catches up where he's supposed to be. Still, keep going. Get him. So giving up means he didn't know yet. Like, you got to be able to provide him with the answer. He's still too far behind? There you go. Now relaxed. Good. Yep. Stop. Good. Now go ahead and walk off. He's licking and chewing. Good. Get him to catch up. He has to understand his spot. Yep. Good. Stop. Ask him to back up the step so he's in the right position. If you don't back up, back up to you. Good. Okay. So let's see if you can ask him to stand there. So now you've been asking him to go with you. You've been asking him to catch up. You've been kind of putting some energy in his feet. Now I want you to ask him to not move. Don't make him wrong. Don't make him wrong. Because he did exactly what we were just doing with him. So you have to be very clear. Good. So what else could you have done to help him know his feet don't need to go with you? Yes. That would have helped him. That would have given him the language he needed to understand what you were going to do. See, they don't read our minds. We have something we're thinking about doing, but we haven't told them, and it's our job to tell them what we're going to do. Okay. So now ask him to come join you on your right shoulder. Stay right where you are. Don't move. You cheated for him. Uh-huh. Yep. Yep, yep. Good. That's good. Okay, now together walk off. Yep. It's his job to keep up. Good. Hoe. So we'll do the hoes on the rail because they tend to spin out on a hoe when they're new to it. So that's okay if he spins out. I'm not going to make him wrong for that. Okay, ask him to stand. Good. Yep. So the only thing I would have done is I would have just politely said, ooh, but that foot shouldn't have moved. But I wouldn't have gotten mad at him. I just would have politely said. So I would definitely say, hey, that wasn't right. There. Good. Good. A lot of licking and chewing. That's okay. That's a fly. Ask him to put the, yep. There. Good. Can you walk around him with him in a stand?
I've done it before.
Okay. And your communication told him to do exactly what he did.
My rope up.
Yep, your rope up and you're coming into the hindquarters told him to yield his hindquarters. So he did exactly what you told him to do. You can drop the rope. Is he going to run off? Okay, just drop the rope. Yep. Good.
This is something that you work on.
And then don't forget, I don't care if they're 100 years old, we always tell them they did a good job. Okay. So, Is he struggling with the mounting block? Is he? Okay, so what we have to do is we have to teach him. You guys all want to teach your horses to snap your fingers when they step up at the mounting block?
Yeah, it's something everyone's gonna together. I'm like,
Okay, so what elements do you think are part of that?
definitely the yo-yo thing for sure. The crossovers, probably.
Yeah, well, the yields to us, we have to teach him. Now, it's very hard to teach a horse to yield to you by going like this. So we have to actually teach him what we want him to do with his hindquarters. And it's hard to teach him what to do with his hindquarters towards you. So the best way to make him understand it is to teach him to yield his hindquarters away, and then we're going to change it into indirect rein. And then we're going to ask the hindquarters to come over, and then we're going to talk to the shoulders. The shoulders is very much the yo-yo towards the shoulders. Good boy. He was actually listening to me. Okay, so now that's up to you. That is a dominance thing, where if you watch all the horses in the field, the lead horse is the only one that's allowed to groom anybody, and nobody's allowed to just go up and groom the lead horse. But you can groom him, and he can groom you back, but you have to make it, that balance has to be on your end. Okay, so ask him to yield his hindquarters. You can do it with physical pressure. So I'll show everybody on that side of him, but we're going to do it on this side of him. But so you're going to take the line. Now, obviously, you trust your horse isn't going to kick you, but it helps him also make the maneuver by bending his nose slightly. Then you're going to imagine where your leg would be in the saddle. So you're in the saddle. You can't put your leg way back here, so that's not a logical place to put it, because you want everything to transfer into the saddle. So say you're sitting here, maybe your foot can get to back here. You're going to tip his nose. It's the same exact pressure as you put on the face. You're going to slightly tip the nose, and then you're just going to first the fur, skin, muscle, bone, if necessary. So I would back him out of my space as opposed to had a exchange with him. Good. You're telling him these are the rules as opposed to turning it into a defense. Yep. And when we're looking for the full crossover of the hind legs, because if they cross over, they can't run away with you, they can't buck, they can't rear. If they go straddled, it's like putting a car in neutral. They can still slam it back and drive and take off with you. There you go. Good. Yep. Do another one. And then we're going to change to the other side so we can teach the mounting block thing to him. Good. Good. Okay, so we're going to change to the other side so that we can get him to respond from the other side. Does he have good lateral flexion? Will he bend to his girth or his elbow?
Yeah.
Okay.
He should at least.
He doesn't have to right now. I'm just trying to figure out what all we have to teach him.
It's a little hard on this side to turn.
Yep, just stay with him. Stay with him. He's just looking for another answer. He's not doing anything wrong. He doesn't know the answer. Yep, leave him alone. Yep, don't push. Your body shouldn't be doing anything. Stay with him, just back up with him. Don't let go until he gets the right answer. Yep, he's about to. Yep, just stay with him. It's okay, he's asking questions. There you go. Okay, we'll do another one. Physically, that wasn't hard for him. Okay, yep, that's fine. Good. Now we'll do one more. And when you go in for that, go in with a kind of a rub. Keep going, do one more, because he kind of shuffled away. Good. So when you go in to initiate it, you're going to go in and you're going to just kind of go, hey, oh, it's okay, bud. It's all right. So you're going to just kind of go in and go, hey, okay, and then you're going to do it, as opposed to grabbing him in the flank. You don't want to appear at all like mountain lion to him on any perspective. Yep. And then ask him to turn. Yep. Yep, don't turn it into anything else. Don't move your hand, then you're turning it into a rhythmic thing. Good boy. Okay, so the reason I'm asking about the indirect rein, the lateral flexion, is because we need to make sure that we can get an indirect rein. So can you bend his nose to his elbow or to the girth? So I'm going to have you actually stand like you're in the saddle. Yep, stay with him till his feet stop moving. Till his feet stop moving. Stay like you're in the saddle. Till his feet stop moving. Till his feet stop moving. As soon as his feet stop moving, hurt himself. When his feet stop moving, you're going to release. Good. Okay, do another one. We are going to want his feet to move, but he has to understand his feet. This is your emergency stop. This is absolutely your ability to stop your horse, is being able to get him there. Good. Release, release. Yep. Okay, do another one. Yep, and it's a guiding more than it's a, you didn't yank on him, but I'm just saying it in advance. Like it's a guiding more than it's a pull. Okay, so now we're going to go, we're going to leave that line on that side. Yep, but you'll just put it over his neck like a rein. Yep. Good. Okay, so now you're going to, so anytime I teach something new, I want it to look like it's going to eventually look. There's no sense in teaching it by not adding the actual command, because eventually without the rope, you're going to want the command to still look the same, so we might as well teach it like that. So what you're going to do is you're going to pull the rein around his back, and you're going to raise it like the back of the saddle, and you're going to ask him to bring his nose all the way around that way, and he's going to yield towards you. So I'll give you a shot at it, and if he doesn't understand you, then I'm going to, so now raise your hand up. Yep. Yep. And now just wait on him. Be ready to step out of the way because he is going to come towards you. Yep. Okay, so get his head back around. Good. Good. Yep. And stay with him, and stay with him. Try to get his neck around. Yep. Now just wait. He is going to come towards you, so be ready to step out of the way. Don't let him have his head back. Yep. Hold him, hold him, hold him. That's okay. I've managed to where if you do it as a twist of the wrist, it helps. There you go. Yep, 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 yep. Bring his head, yep, there you go. Bring his head back. Okay, so I'm going to help him. I'm going to help him so that way I can get the message to him, and then it'll just be easier for you to do. Good. So I'm going to reward him with that. Then I'm going to, yep, good. Over. Over. Good. I know it was a fly, but I'm going to reward him getting a message to those feet. Good. Good.
Also, we're going to let him spin underneath.
Right now, sometimes they don't, sometimes they do. So I add the word over too, because that helps, because that's something you might want to say eventually. Over. Good. You got it. Yeah. So we'll do one more. Now, what you do is you play with the gas. So, good boy, he's licking and chewing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to initiate the command. And because he's willing to do a full circle, we don't want him to do that. So I'm going to say, as soon as that thought, so now it's all about feel. I'm going to show you what feel is for a second. So hold that, hold it tight. When I give to you, you're going to let loose. No, I didn't give to you. Okay, so you still kind of pulled with me. So it's going to be so you hold tight and then you give to me. You give to me now. Okay? So it has to be that instant so that we can explain to him it's less than you're giving me, because he's an overachiever. That's what I call that. Okay, so go ahead and hold it tight. When I give to you, release. Yeah, okay? That's how immediate it has to be so that you can get the message to him, okay? So I'm going to ask him to do just one step, and then I'm going to give him to you, okay? So he understands that when I do this, he's going to bring his head around. You're okay. You're okay. Oh, there you go. There you go. Yep. I do a lot of yeps and nopes. That's a nope, 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 nope. So I have pretty steady, yep. So I'm going to release that so that I can help him understand that that was the message he was supposed to get to his head. Released it again. Yep. Now I'm going to ask him to maintain that. Good. And I'm going to ask him to take a half a step. So I'm going to release as soon as he thinks it in his body so that he can only take half a step. Over. Yep. Over. So I'm watching his back muscles right now, so that way I can see when that thought gets back here. That thought's not here yet. Yep. Now it's here. Good. Yes. It has to be that immediate, because otherwise he's not going to understand what's being asked of him. And he's that kind of brain, like Boomer. He's going to have that I want to think about things brain. Good. Good. So you can let him spin all the way through. He's going to overachieve with you until you can get your feel on him. Good. Let him know you did a good job. Because overachieving is not bad. It may not be the picture you're looking for, but you have to understand that he has no idea what you're asking for. Good. Yep. Now, be gentle, because now he's just going to quickly overachieve. Okay. No, I knew he was going to do that because you came in with a little bit more energy, so he kind of had him slightly worried. So you're going to come in with now, just kind of pet him. Let him know that, you're just hanging out there. Preferably not wiggling the snap too. There you go. Because that's why he backed up. Ho. Ho. Good boy. You're okay. You're okay. So that's all. When a horse needs to move his feet like that, that's all panic or anxiety. So now you're going to gently ask him to bend his head around only. So when he bends his head around, you're going to release. So we're not making it about his feet yet. It's just his head. But when he does, you're going to want to make sure when you ask, you get what you asked for. Good, stop. Good. It's okay if he just goes off. It's okay. He doesn't understand. His feet are moving because he's worried. Good. Now rub him. It's okay. It's okay. Rub him. Rub him. He's just a little worried. It's okay. Yeah, it's okay. So now gently ask only for the head, and you're only going to ask for the head. Good. Stop. Good. Rub him. So you want to rub him as fast as you can, so that way you can let him know that that's it. So he's actually responding to me backing up. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Okay. So ask only for the head. Good. Stop. Good. Rub him. Good. Now step away. Okay. So you want him to get a break. He needs a mental break. That's when his feet started to need to move. He was kind of now he's going to come to you. He needed you to back off so that he can digest it on his own. Because the more you were in his space, the harder you were making it for him. Okay, now you're going to rub him as you go in, and then you're going to ask for just the head again. Good. Just the head. Gentle. It's a suggestion. Yep. Yep. Good. Good. Ho. Okay. You're okay. You're okay. Stop. You're okay. Okay. Good. Now step another step back and see if he brings his shoulder to you. Just stay there. Good. Okay. Good boy, because that's going to be the beginning of the next part. Okay, so you might as well take advantage of the draw that he's offering you. Okay, so I'm going to have you do the head yield on this side one more time, just so, because he's lost the idea of that being what you're asking for, and he's getting himself worried. That's why his feet are getting involved. Good. Now you're going to ask for a better bend, just gently. It's a suggestion. So when you suggest, don't just quickly take all the slack out. Okay. So it's you're going to just take a feel of him. Good. I'll suggest he brings it more. Good. Now stop. Good. But you want to make sure he can put his head straight again. So you never want to catch him when they do something. You never want to catch him and say go but don't go. You know what I mean? Move but don't move. We want him to make sure that he has the freedom to learn it. Okay. Yep, you can suggest with the other hand. Yep. Good. So now we're going to stay with him till his feet stop moving because his feet got involved. So we're going to just go ahead and keep our hold. If his feet move, we're going to move with him. Rub. There you go. Now ask for a little bit more of just the head. Good. Rub. Good. Now leave him alone. Okay, now go away from him. He actually needs you to kind of get out of his space a lot. Okay? He gets himself kind of, if you notice, his body gets a little bit shorter. Yeah, yeah. Good boy. So this time we're going to come on this side, and you're going to ask for his head to slightly turn, but we're going to, like, really, we're going to do this again? I totally got that eye. It's like, I just got over this. Okay, but you're going to do it to where we're just doing his head. Yep. If his feet get moving, try to stay the best with him until his feet stop moving, but we're only going to ask for the head. So don't take and give because he didn't do it. You're going to take a feel and maintain the feel. Yep. If his feet, yep, good. There you go, good. So he gets worried again, that's okay. Just go with him. Go with him. See if he'll stop. Okay, since he won't stop, we're going to go ahead and bring him back. Okay. Good. Now leave. So now go ahead and get out of his space. Yep, and bring him back over here. And one of you guys has a horse you want to do that with, or everybody does? Where we're going to learn the mounting block. By the time I go home, you guys will have all your horses will come like that.
I think everyone's intrigued by the mountain block.
Okay. It takes, we have to break it down into tiny little steps in order for them to understand it, but each horse will do some of this with each horse. Okay, so now I want to see something because we have a little bit of a different, like he understands me, I understand him now, so I'm going to ask him to over for me. Over. Over. Nope. Nope. Yep. 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 You got it. So I'm watching his rump. Over. I'm just waiting on him. Over. Over. Good. You got it. Yep. Yep. Nope, not front feet. There you go. Don't wrestle. Don't wrestle. You're good. Over. Yep. 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 Good. You got it. You got it. Don't wrestle. Don't wrestle. Nope. Don't wrestle. Don't wrestle. Don't wrestle. You got it. Go ahead. Go ahead. So I stepped on line by accident, so I didn't want him to not be able to move his feet. So he started working his mouth because he was confused. So that's a good thing for you to know that he's going to work his mouth when you do things that are a little overwhelming to him. So I'm going to leave him alone for a second and let him digest that. When you work their brain, you'll see they start to yawn. Yep. So, good, good. I'm just going to let him know that was the right first answer. So when you get to the point to where you're starting to really work on this, when you put your hand up like this, if he tilts his head the other way, you know he's on the right page, okay? Because that's the first step he's learning. So the fact that he's willing to just quickly do that, good. Over, 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 nope, nope, over, yep, yep, nope, nope, nope. What else can you do? Nope, nope, almost. Try harder. No, try harder. Nope. Try harder. Nope. Nope. You got this. You got this. Try harder. It's going to be so great when you get it. Try harder. Try harder. You got this. You got it. You got it. I got all day. You got it. You got it. Try harder. You do over. That was hard. Good boy. Sit back. Good. That was hard, huh? No, wait, ready? Yep, 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 you got it. So I'm not going to correct him for moving his feet. He needs to move his feet. So you got to understand what they need, because that's the only way you're going to be a good partner for them. Good boy. Ready? Yep, yep, you got it. You got it. You're right. So he's got it on the right page. It's just going to take him a second for him to. What did I do last time to make you? Oh, come on, you cheated on me. Good. So ready? Yep, you got it. You got it. You got it. There you go. There you go. Give me a little bit bigger effort than that, because that was a fly. Nope, 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 nope. Yep. Yep. Hope you don't mind your rope getting dirty. Okay. Because I always have them on the ground. Otherwise, we can switch to one of mine. Okay, ready? Okay. Yep. Good. Yep. There you go. Yep. Yep. You got it. You got it. There's no fight necessary. There you go. Okay. So I'm going to get him to do it one more time, and then I'm going to have you do it. Over. Over. Yeah. His brain's busy. Over. Over. Good. Okay. So I'm going to let you do. That's all right. I had first take off on me once and ran a couple miles away when I was little. I teach them all to step on the rope.
So do I start with snaps or do I go to the other part?
You're gonna start with the snaps and see if you can do the rope overs, but you're only gonna need that as support. That's not actually gonna be a aid anymore.
Okay.
But it's gonna help him know what you're asking for, because you're not gonna get all up under him like that. So then you're gonna kind of stand off to the side right now, and you're gonna snap right about here. Yep, now you're going to bring the rope. He does have to bend his head a little bit, though.
So over, is that what you're saying?
Yep. Stay with him. Yep. When his head turns, good. Good. And stop. Good. Good. It's okay. It's okay. Just take the tension out of the line. Good. Good boy. Good boy. Okay, we'll try one more. Yep. Message got there. Oh, there you go. Good. It's okay. I need to move my feet. Good boy. Yep. As more you let him do what he needs, the more he's going to trust you and rely on you as a good partner. Good. Now watch what's going to happen. Yep, I was going to say it before he did it. He's going to turn his head because he's going to know what you're asking for. And there you go. Stop. Good. So we're going to do that one more time. Hopefully he won't walk off this time. And then we're going to bring in a different horse, and we'll work on this tomorrow to where we'll get that is going to be solid, and then we'll get the front end working.
Do you want to go? Okay.
So first thing he's going to do is turn his head. That's his way of telling you, oh, I know what you want.
I was happy for a while.
So till his head moves, you know he's not on that page yet. Till his head moves, you know he's not there. There. And good. Stop. Good. It's okay if he overachieves. We'll get him through that. Good boy. Good boy. So now, what do you think he does really well, that he's really good at? Okay, so, but is that something new that we just taught him today? Okay, so do something that you know for sure he feels like he deserves a gold star for. So anything you've ever taught him or anything that he ever does that you know that he thinks he is a superstar for, you always want to end on doing something like that with him, not on something that left his brain frazzled. Okay. That's okay. Good. And And then if I say the crowds go wild, it doesn't mean you jump up and down. It just means you love the hell out of him. So that way he knows that he did a really good job. And believe it or not, lunging him would probably be, unless you were looking to get bucks out of him, which you can't really lunge a buck out of a horse. Lunging him is really probably one of the worst things you could do because it doesn't make him think.
So doing
Now,
this before I get on.
oh yeah, now, because I do puzzles with my students before they're allowed to get on. So that's how you know you're connected. So like anything you do now, he's gonna be like, oh, what do you want to do next? Good. And now you can go and pet him. You know what I mean? Don't let him pet you. You pet him.
I think that his brain's calm, like not being worked, I feel like I'd be comfortable to get on it. So
Yes.
that might have to work for it.
Yeah.
That's why I lunge to tire him out.
Yeah. All you do is make him more fit. Mhm. But if you get their brain working and you get them trusting your leadership, because that's what all the puzzles are doing, that gets you understanding what he's doing, mentally, and then it also gets you